All right, all right. Welcome to Cultures versus Vultures, episode 3. I'm your boy LY.
I'm Tree.
And welcome to the third episode. Before we get started, I just wanted to make sure that I tell you guys to like and subscribe. You can press the button right here. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Yeah, so we're looking for as many subs that we can get. The support is greatly appreciated. We've been getting a lot of good feedback. So without further ado, welcome to episode 3. This one is going to be called The Scars That We Leave.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We leave.
The scars that we leave. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Before we get into that, how was your morning? What'd you do this morning? I came over your house and I had to walk the dusty trail of the Oregon Trail to get to your place.
Yeah, man. They paving outside. Shit was horrible. I had to, had my daughter this weekend. Last night, and I had to bring her to school. I had to bring my niece to school. And when you carrying a sleepy 3-year-old at 6:45 in the morning. It was a little bit of a hike. It was horrible. it was fucking insane. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, so I woke up and got my son ready to go to school. My daughter picked him up. My daughter has my car because it's kind of on the hotter side, so I can ride the bikes.
Cool.
And so I got him ready for school, and then had some adult activity.
Okay.
A little healthy activity.
A little adult activity. Okay, all right.
Got me right.
Okay.
And then made my way over here.
Okay,
And
cool.
Came here, thought things were gonna be set up. He opened the door, he was in his boxers.
Oh, I mean,
He opened the door, he was in his boxers.
You know what I'm saying?
It smelled like bleach all through here. He was giving it a good scrub with the old OG music playing in the background.
Oh God,
Sound like a granddaddy.
Love and happiness.
Yeah, he was snapping today.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a little old school while you cleaning the crib.
Yeah, he brought back memories.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So like I said, my morning was good. As you see, cleaned a little bit before we got done with this, and then got the kids off to school, and now I'm here with you doing this. I actually go back to work tomorrow, so I'm ready to grind. One more day of little relaxation.
Remember, when you get in there, at least sit down. Sit down first before you sell a car. They're gonna get you up out of there real quick because I see the hate from a mile away.
Oh man, it's that's something that I'm used to, brother.
Did you at least pinch the bitch?
Oh God! But shit, without further ado, I mean, we got a pretty deep episode here. It's gonna be called "The Scars That We Leave." You want to elaborate on that a little bit, Tree?
The scars that we leave. As in, like, I think for us men, because I really can't speak on. I'm a man, so I can't really speak on the women aspect. But,
okay.
And I've not necessarily been hurt by a woman, so it's just like the scars that we are leaving with the women that we leaving behind. We scarring them, and we just going about our day like ain't nothing happened. We didn't take accountability for anything. We just broke them. We basically scarred them for some time, and we just moved on, and we didn't help that at all. We didn't take accountability. We didn't apologize. We didn't try to fix that or nothing. We just simply moved on, and not realizing that woman is now hurt.
Right, and she has to deal with that pain that we left behind. Right, and I'm guilty.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I can't say that I'm not. Can't say that I'm not sorry about it. You know what I mean? But sometimes hurt people, and I realize it, right? And like I said, I'm guilty, man. Like I've only hurt one female in my life, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah. You only got one under your belt.
Right.
I've got a couple. You know what I mean? So I've got 3 baby mamas.
Okay. Damn, I'm just playing.
That's what I'm
3 baby mamas. Holy shit.
No, so yeah, I got 3 baby mamas. I got 4 blood kids. I'm stepdad shorty though. Like I'm stepdad shorty. I didn't help raise about 4 others.
Okay.
You know what I mean? 2 of them are like before I had kids, I was help raising 2 girls.
Okay.
With my first baby mama, and I treat them like they mine. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, the oldest, we don't talk that much. When I see her, it's all love. But
of course,
the middle girl, I haven't asked to say her name on video, so I'll ask that, and I'll tell you what her name is at a later date. But we just had brunch yesterday, and she likes to get under me, and we I tell her the word. She likes to vent and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I love her to death. She's my daughter. You know what I mean?
I understand. Yeah.
So I got 3 baby mamas.
All right.
My first baby mama. I hate saying baby mama.
I know.
Do you not like that?
I don't like
baby
it.
mama. It's
I
like
say
my
the mother
kid's
of my
mother.
child.
You know, it's my kid's mother.
I say the mother of my child.
If I do say baby mama, just ride with it. I mean,
I get
it is what it is.
it.
I do not like saying baby mama.
I can understand.
Really
that.
like. I met her in high school, middle school.
Middle school. Wow. All right.
Yeah, I met my first baby mama in middle school, and when I first seen her, I was like, I thought she was the cutest thing I ever seen. Little chunky, light skinned girl. You know what I mean? She was just so beautiful to me. Like this was like my first love. You know what I mean? Like, I was in awe with her. You know what I mean? Never was. We kind of dated like in middle school and stuff like that. But we never messed around.
Okay.
We was never physical like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until we were out of school, honestly. We had always messed around, but then she had kids. She had kids young. She had the 2 girls young. And I always loved her from a distance. We see each other in school, and it's all love. We was enjoying each other's presence, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we were never physical until we got out of school, and then we
got physical.
And then we got physical. She was dealing with something with her her other baby daddy. She had some baggage going on with him, and then he moved.
Okay.
He moved down south, and she was gonna actually move with him, and I don't know to this day if I contributed to her not moving.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
She ended up not moving, and we began seeing each other.
All right.
You know what I mean? So I took on the road as dad, and we was broke. I took on the role as dad, and we had nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's when I like truly knew she loved me. You know what I mean? She loved me for me. You know what I mean? I was just like, damn. We ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing to show for it. I damn sure don't bring the man aspect into this relationship yet,
right?
Because I simply don't have nothing to offer her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we began dating and stuff like that, and we had Ange. We had her baby, my oldest.
Okay. Yeah.
And we had Ange, and in between that. Throughout our relationship, I was stepping out.
Of course.
I was cheating. I was young. I was young, just doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? We didn't have nothing to show for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we were struggling. Honestly, we were really struggling, and we were young. And again, it goes back to me not having a male around, a positive male. You know what I seen was, this is what was cool, and this is what we do with our women. You know what I mean?
Same.
We just cheat on them. You know what I mean? They gonna stay around. You know, that's our baby mama. You know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Same with me too, right? Like, Lanier Senior. Yes, I'm a junior. Lanier Senior. I mean, although he became a great dad later in my life, I must say that my dad always been a player.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always been multiple women. It always been there. So I really didn't get a good understanding and knowing of like what.
Treating a woman.
Yeah. Period. Because I've always seen what he did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody taught it like what they bring to the table and how they can bring you up, make you better. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So with that, like, again, I was cheating, stepping out on her all through a couple of times in the relationship, and she stayed by me. She stayed by me. You know what I mean? I'm not aware of anything she was doing, you know what I mean? But she stood by me. She was she loved me.
Okay.
And we were struggling, and again, me being young, I wasn't willing to struggle with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't willing to see the bigger picture with her. And that's when I eventually met my second baby mama and my kid's mom.
Right.
I met her, and I eventually just simply up and left her with 3 girls. Like, I didn't disappear from the kid's life,
Okay.
but I simply just up and left her with 3 kids.
And I got to dig deeper.
Go ahead.
Right. So what made you be like, okay, well, I'm about to vacate from over here and get with the other baby mama? Was it just like you was afraid of the struggle?
Yes.
You were?
I just wasn't willing to do it.
And did the second baby mama show that she wasn't struggling? Then you thought that would be
my second baby mom, my second child's mom taught me there's more. There's more to just than struggling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was younger and she had things going for her, and she had things to her name, and you know what I mean, just material shit. And I was just like, oh, okay, she was again, I never loved, many women in my life, you know what I mean?
Right.
And again, I fell for this woman. I was like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I for my second baby, I never felt that way about nobody. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I really love Shorty. You know what I mean? But also, to this day, I got 3 baby mamas. I love them to death. You know what I mean? And they know that. And there's not much that I'm not willing to do for them. I really do love all these women. They're, in my book, untouchable to me. My first baby mama, me and her don't see eye at all. We really don't talk much whatsoever, but I still love her to death. You know what I mean? She created a child for me.
Yeah.
But I left. I didn't want to struggle. I left. Left her with 3 kids. I don't think she has to this day ain't forgave me for that. Ain't forgave me for that.
Understand.
But I had to leave. I had to get out of there. Left her with 3 kids. So I know that hurt her. We talking about scars. I know that hurt her. I gave her no explanation or nothing like that. I just up and left, and just was like, deal with it. Damn. Deal with it. And mind you, we've been knowing each other since middle school. We in our 20s now, and I just up and left. So I know that killed her. You know what I mean? I know that hurt her. And she might be moving a certain way because of how that made her feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
And so I met my second baby mama, and we move in together, and things is going good. So I have my son, and but all through I might have been with her for don't quote me on this, maybe 10 years, something like that.
10 years before you had your son?
No. As because I had my daughter and my son with her.
Oh yeah,
I got 2 with her, the middle one.
Mm-hmm.
And in between that relationship, I'm cheating. Now this is where the fuckboy shit come in. Again, I was struggling. I didn't have a damn thing with this woman.
Right.
I didn't have a damn thing. I brung nothing but like me just loving her. You know what I mean? I love you. That's about it. This woman, day and night, got up, went to work, and took care of her family and me and her 2 kids.
Right. And
I simply just did nothing but hurt her. Cheated. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Cheating and just like mentally fucking her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just it's a mental aspect. You know what I mean? And in some cases, some women be like, "I'd rather you just knock my ass out," some shit like that. You hurt me like this. You know what I mean? But not physically. I mentally fucked her.
Right.
Cheated on her for years, and she stayed by me. You know what I mean? And she stayed with me. And I wasn't holding myself accountable. I just wasn't like I just kept doing it. But also she, for so many years there, she not so much allowed me to keep doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
But she did stay by my side, and I started thinking like, why? As I'm older, I'm like, why did she stay with me so goddamn long? I wasn't shit.
Man, again, guilty, right? Guilty is charged, right? And I wondered the same thing, right? Because I was given multiple chances. And, and I truthfully don't understand why I did the things I did, because I did love the person that I was with.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it came down to self-love, right? My cheating and shit was completely because I didn't love myself type shit,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't think I deserved the love that was given me, that was given to me, and I didn't understand how to receive it. You know what I mean? So it could have been the same for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now that I look back on it, it's just like, damn, like I was really, truly loved by someone that I ain't never been loved like that before. And I can honestly say that. We having our issues right now, but I know further down the line, like, not saying that we'll get back together, but we'll be able to
coexist, co-parent.
Coexist, co-parent. I mean, we're co-parenting now, but be able to coexist, right? Like, I envision one day, like, you know what I'm saying, when I buy another house and everything, like I can be like, hey, come and bring you and your new person over. We're about to have a cookout. My person's here. The family's here. Like, I envision that, and I hope that that's something that can happen, right? But right now, obviously, it's fresh, right? And you can't, we just can't do that right now, right? You know what I'm saying? There's no text messages that's happening without getting into an argument, right? So I totally get it, and I guess I stopped you to say that. It's just like, hearing you say this, right? Because, even though we've been friends for a long time, I don't think that we share us taking accountability with each other, right? So that's me taking accountability, and showing you that you're not alone. Like, I did the same shit, you know what I mean? So yeah, you can finish what you were saying. I just wanted to throw that in there,
right? And so, like, again, I don't know why she stayed with me, and in between towards the end of the relationship of me and my second child's mother,
right?
But mine, before I get into that, my second baby mama, she taught me a lot about myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
She just taught me so much about myself and how things I can do better from the relationship, aspect.
Right.
So in between, towards the end of that long relationship with her, I met my third baby mama.
Okay.
And I started off that relationship with her simply just lying to her.
Like, what was the things that you would lie about?
I wasn't seeing anybody.
Oh.
I was with my second baby mama.
Wow.
Yeah. So I lied about that. Again, me just cheating. I didn't know this woman would become my baby mama, my person. You know what I mean?
Right.
My real person that I love to this day. You know what I mean? I didn't know this was gonna be this person. So I did like the rest of the people. I just lied. Yeah, what up? Well, I'm single, you know what I mean? And just doing this. We used to go to school together. So I knew her from school. But I seen her like on a date nap, and I got on a date nap, and I met her. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! I didn't never know you had a date nap.
Yeah, I did. I had a date nap while I was with my second baby mama. Just ain't shit.
Damn. I
mean, just really garbage ass fuck nigga.
Fuck boy shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Trash. Ain't and sorry ass excuse of a man. I was a terrible ass man.
I get it there.
So I met her, linked up with her, lied to her. I don't know how. Now, from my point of view,
okay,
I got her to like fall in love with me.
Okay.
Now, she could say different. She might have a different story. From what I seen, is I got that woman, my person now, to fall in love with me while I was with another woman.
Okay. And what did that look like? What did that look like to, have her fall in love with you? Did you act a certain way? Did you do certain things? Did you?
No. So I love bombed her.
Okay.
I love bombed her. I gave her attention, gave her affection. I was around her. I was with her all the time. So when towards the end of my relationship with my second baby mama, I never was home. I never came home. I never came home, which we'll get into when that affected my kids. That I wasn't at home. I wasn't at coming home at night, but I was with the mama. I was with my second baby mama.
So where would you tell her that you were at?
I would make up things.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't say my second baby mama's intuition wasn't kicking in or whatever that was.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe she became numb, or maybe she was doing things like just to be like, okay, I got my baby daddy here for the kids. But even eventually that wore off, and she just got sick of me. You know what I mean? Because there was months there where I just wasn't coming home. Months there. I wasn't coming home on weekends, bro. I was in the streets. I was not on the weekends. Right. I'm coming home 3 a.m, 4 a.m, and she was just she was accepting it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But only for y'all men that are doing that, Dick gonna keep her here. That's not gonna keep her for too long.
Right.
You know, and I'm not saying that was I wasn't saying my second baby mom was staying around for Dick. But if you think that's what the case, she gonna stay around because of this. It's going to wear off at some time. She gonna look at you like you terrible, like you one of the ugliest motherfuckers on earth. She gonna start seeing you different. It's going to happen. You keep that shit up, and you keep staying out. You keep going out every goddamn night, spending time. You got kids at the house. The shit's gonna wear off on her.
Okay,
it's just gonna happen.
And that part of the woman is very nasty.
Very nasty.
Very nasty.
Very nasty.
When you done hurt a woman and
she done turned that corner and now is she on your ass?
Yeah, nasty.
Ain't no coming. I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
So I think I made my person now fall in love with me as I was with my second baby mama.
Right.
I tried to give it another go.
Okay.
I tried to be like, okay, let me cut off my person. Let me cut off my current the third baby mom. Yeah, the third baby mom. Let me cut her off, and let me just try to focus on the family and things here.
Right.
And I missed her. You know what I mean? I just missed her so much to the point where like I woke up one day and I told my second baby mama, like the person I was with, I was like, I miss her. Okay. You know what I mean? And
you was honest in that regard.
I was honest in that regard that I missed her and shit like that. But then like she was fighting for me and I didn't know how to. This goes back to the scar shit. I'm telling this woman that I'm missing her, but I'm laying in her bed. You know what I mean? I'm missing another woman. She knows I'm messing with another woman, but she doesn't know how to, maneuver around that. This shit new to her. And she probably just want her family together. She probably just doing this shit for the kids. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know I'm mentally fucking her at this point. Yeah. And I just can't, and I'm just going about my day, just mentally fucking her. You know what I mean? So I eventually start talking to her again and stuff like that. So now I'm lying to my second baby mama, sneaking off with my third, my person as of right now. Mm-hmm. Now I'm just fuckboying it out.
I get you.
And one day, mind you, one day she came home, and I seen it in her. My second baby mama, I seen it in her face,
like just the doneness.
Yeah, not the doneness that. She was occupied with something else.
Oh, that she was entertaining.
Oh yeah, yeah. I seen it.
Yeah, because the arguments were stopped.
Oh no, no. The arguments had been stopped. She had been numb.
Okay.
She was just letting me do it. Yeah, do what you got to do, because I'm doing what I'm doing. Type shit.
Makes sense.
And she came home one day. She gave me a shitty excuse about something. Maybe we should do this and maybe we should
break up.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't just a breakup. She was like, maybe if I needed a little space, and I outright was just like, who is he?
Right.
Like, what's going on? She took a deep breath and was like,
such and such.
Such and such. I'm seeing somebody at work, and this is what it is. And I've been talking to him. I like him, and I blew the fuck up.
No, you didn't blow a gas.
Sucker attack 1-on-1.
Damn.
Sucker attack 1-on-1.
Wait, for the viewers does not know what a sucker attack is. I'm gonna give my definition. You can get your definition.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sucker attack, everyone. Sucker attack is when you cannot control your emotions. It doesn't matter how much you try to control your emotions. You are going to be on some sucker shit. You're going to cry. You're going to keep calling her phones. You're going to show up at her job. You can't control yourself.
I did all that.
Damn, did you?
Sucker attack.
I've had one sucker attack, but I was just crying and shit. Yeah. I ain't show up to the job or nothing.
Yeah, sucker attack. Who the fuck you think you is?
Right.
Who the fuck you think you is? You gonna leave me after all this cheating I did on you? After all this shit I done to you, you gonna leave me?
How dare you?
The audacity of you leaving me behind?
Who is he?
Who is he?
Man, oh
The
man.
audacity of you taking control of your own life and leaving me to be a fuck boy elsewhere and just do what the fuck I want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? The audacity of you to get motherfucker give out a number, you gonna have a sucker attack. You've been cheating for 10 years. She gave out a number. Your ass damn near in jail. You done broke all the windows in her car.
and you know what? There's this saying that women say, a man can't handle what he put a woman through.
Hell no, we can't. We can't. I don't even know if I could say the word. You gonna off yourself. Most of us gonna end up offing ourselves. I can't handle it.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't killing myself over a woman. I'm gonna be honest.
You should be saying that word.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm not gonna off myself.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna off myself over a woman, but I could have a sucker attack. But
there's people offing themselves.
I know. Yeah, there's people that's
people
you know what I'm saying. You want to go see the pearly gates after they just can't handle it.
Forget the kids, forget everybody.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Sucker attack 101. So she told me that info. We was upstairs in our room. She told me that info. She was seeing somebody else. She was talking, entertaining somebody, and I blew a gasket. I was just like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Why would you do this to me? You know what I mean? I really was thinking that. Like the mindset of us sometimes, the dumb shit we think about. Because I'm really sitting at the crib like, how could you do this to me?
Damn.
That is some of the dumbest shit ever, bro. And I know some of y'all be thinking that way. You know what I mean? I be seeing low-key, I be seeing some men that I know ain't shit on Facebook and dogging a woman out. Right. Because she ain't loyal. You ain't never been loyal.
Oh, God.
You've never been loyal. Nobody taught you how to be loyal to that woman. And you sitting up here writing statuses and shit like, bro, I see that shit time and time again. You know what I mean? That's why I'm glad I learned my lesson about putting shit on Facebook. You know what I mean? Right. But I see this shit time and time again. All I want is a loyal one. Y'all bitches ain't shit. You've never been shit.
Exactly. And yeah. I mean, like I said, guilty. You know, never was taught to how to truly receive love. And I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just saying that. I mean, that's the God honest truth. You know, you have something good, you feel like you don't deserve it, and then shit happens. You know, that's the only thing I can say about that.
So okay, so she up and entertaining somebody else, and I move out.
Okay,
I move out with my cousin Gil. I move into a new place with him.
I remember that place.
You remember that place?
Yeah.
So I move out with him. And I started seeing my person now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I started seeing my person now. Granted, I'm pretty sure she felt some type of way out of that relationship because it was kind of on my time. Like, oh,
now I'm ready for you.
Now I'm ready for you.
Yeah.
Which I'm probably dealing with. You know, I'm gonna deal with to the end of time, you know what I mean? Which, granted, she's entitled to feel that way because I wasn't shit. So, but like I said, but we didn't. But like I said, we didn't move in right. I moved in with my cousin Gil, but then I started seeing her, and I never maybe apologized or asked her how she felt. Like, I know it was on my time, but this comes from people. This is love, right? You know what I mean? She loved me. And I'm not realizing this is love. That's how I showed it. I stuck by your ass, even though you was bullshitting, lying to me, doing this dumbass shit, and I stuck by your ass. And a lot of us gotta realize that shit. Like, motherfuckers they right under your nose, and you still trying to go outside and do dumb shit with other people. They right in front of you. A motherfucker that's gonna love your stinking ass right in front of you. You know what I mean?
That's the truth. The truth. Again, guilty.
Yeah, so
guilty.
We started seeing each other and shit like that when we started getting real serious, you know what I mean? Even though we took a little break up in between that time when I was living with Gil. We took a little break. And then we didn't talk for a whole month. Me and my person, we didn't talk. Me and my now fiance. And then I wasn't gonna give. I was like, she gonna have to text me. You know what I mean? She finally texted me and she was like, she missed me and shit like that. I don't necessarily know if it went just like that, but she missed me and we talked and we linked up.
Can I pause you real quick? Do you think that was a fair game to play?
For, like the hard to get thing?
Yeah. Do you think that was like
fair to her?
Yeah.
So
To make her text you first?
No. So the reason why we wasn't speaking, she snapped on me. She snapped on me. Mind you, it might have led from she's just being mad at me for everything, you know what I mean? But sometimes she sees me in a light, and she used to. And like to this day, like sometimes I gotta be like, hey babe, it's me, you know what I mean? And she's just now, and that's another thing, she's like, again, she's dealing with shit, you know what I mean? And but maybe she'll be on one day to talk about, you know, her truths and shit like that. She dealing with shit from her previous marriage. You know what I mean? I might say something that trigger her, and she'd be like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? But she got to realize I'm not that kind of person. I'm not him.
Right.
You know what I mean? I might have been cheating and shit and all that shit, right. But I'm not him. You know what I mean? I won't even get into that or elaborate into that. But I'm not him.
Enough said.
So and then we link up. We start talking. We start getting real serious, and we move in together.
All right.
And we had G, and we eventually had G, and then here we are to this day.
How many years ago was that?
Bro, don't let me get the line. Don't let me get the line. I always just round off 10. I don't know. It's been a while.
I get that.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
We've been together for a long time. We've been trucking, like loving, like I'm accepting her love. She's accepting my love. We're in a good place right now. We work through the things I've learned from my other relationships that I took from my other relationships is I can simply talk to her. I can simply talk to her. I don't feel I've done all my fucking. You know what I mean? All my 20s I was just all over the place. I was just doing whatever I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And what I've learned from that is that what I learned was like I was a hoe.
I get that.
And once you just start looking at it like, oh, you a hoe. Fuck the girls. You a hoe. I'm a hoe. And I just didn't
want to be a hoe.
That and my daughters are starting to get older, that they just starting to realize shit. You know, like the fuck. My daughter came to me just within the last 2 years, looked me in my face in my room and was like, and started crying and was like, do you realize you was never home? Do you realize you just wasn't there and we was being raised by mom? You know what I mean? And I'm thinking I'm hands-on. I'm with y'all all the time. Yeah, we see you, but you wasn't there.
Damn.
You wasn't at home at night. You never came home. Because all my kids, I always try, even though they got different baby, all of them got different moms. Not all of them got different moms. I got 3 baby mamas, 4 kids. My second baby mama holds 2 of my kids. So, but I try to keep them under the same roof. So my oldest has always kind of been with us, right, with my second baby mama to this day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She lived with her mama for a while for school and shit, but now she's even back over there now. You know, their relationship is really
got a strong bond.
Really got a strong bond. My second baby mama, my oldest daughter. That's like mom to her. That's like her daughter. You know what I mean? But she was like, you never came home, and she was crying. She let me have it.
Your oldest?
My oldest daughter let me have it. You know what I mean? Let me have it, and I couldn't do nothing but respect. And it made me think like, damn, you know what I mean? I didn't realize I was hurting them. You know, I didn't realize I was hurting the kids. Like, I did so much shit for about 8 years. I hurt everyone in that household, and I just went along with my day, just with a smile on my face, just like,
sometimes we don't realize it, bro. I hurt my household too. You know,
just like, so what? And I don't know what that was about. I don't know why it took age for me to realize I hurt everybody in that household. So I'm with my fiance now, and I try my best to heal the wounds with my second baby mama. You know what I mean?
Right.
We do have we have as of right now, I can say we have a great relationship. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We don't see eye to eye on everything, and it's usually not about the kids, because we be spot on about the kids. Yeah, you know what I mean? We back each other for our kids like no other. You know what I mean? Sometimes she thinks. Sometimes I think she thinks I'm still Treon from when I was dating her. You know what I mean?
Right.
She might not. I'll get to talking, or she might see the way my nose look, or look, he about to make the face. You know what I mean? That might trigger. I'm sick of him already. You know what I mean? She can the kind of relationship we have. How we co-parent. I can come to her house. She come to my house. Everyone's cordial. Everybody good. She just sometimes be snapping at me sometimes, and I just got to take it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But for a few years there, I was just doing. You know, I was like guilting myself. Like I was just doing whatever she wanted to do. She wanted me to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She could go jump off a bridge and then go get your kids from school. Okay. I was just okaying. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. Because I felt like she was owed that. You know what I mean? She was owed that. I couldn't say no. Like you know what I mean? But we're in a good place now.
It's good to hear.
I don't necessarily.
Damn, this must be deep. What's about to come out your mouth? the way you have to take a deep breath on that one. Holy shit.
The relationship. Just touching on the relationships with the baby mamas. And how you fucking people's mental up can affect them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I told you I'm stepdad shorty and shit. I raised two of the girls in my first baby mama's relationship and shit.
Right.
So what y'all not thinking about is when you fuck over a woman, she become used to that or some shit like that. When you leave that household and she starts seeing somebody else, and you start witnessing the shit you was doing to somebody you love, that shit kill you.
Yeah.
That shit kill you. I don't want to cut you off. When you start seeing the shit you was doing done to the person you love or once loved, that shit ain't gonna sit right with you. That shit is not gonna sit right with you. To this day, like I don't even know if I can say it. You know what I mean? Because it kind of gets me sad, and I don't know if I should say it on camera. I just, me and my first baby mama, I would have never thought for her to be like my first love, I would have never thought that our relationship would be like it is right now. And in the things I see from her and what she is tolerating around her. And if she watches, she gonna be like, I ain't tolerating shit. You know what I mean? I ain't done shit. You know, I ain't allowing shit. It breaks my heart to see she got so much potential. That woman got so much potential. And if she found the right person, that she, you know what I mean? She would be golden. You know what I mean? For the right person. But what she putting up with right now, I feel like, and how she going about things, especially, I don't want to speak on that, but me and her don't see eye to eye whatsoever. We can't even have a conversation, honestly, without her blowing up or talking a certain way or talking at me. I can't sit down and talk with her like I do my other two baby mamas. And that might be from me scarring her, might be from her childhood, might be from shit she dealt with. You know what I mean? But I know I put her through shit, and I know she hasn't forgiven me for shit like leaving her with those three girls. I know she ain't forgiven me, but there comes a point where like I don't feel sorry about it anymore. I've been apologized. I've been trying to make it better. You know what I mean?
You beat yourself up
about
it.
I beat myself up already. I've forgiven myself about what I've done to her. She has to realize that, and she has to forgive. She has to forgive for herself. But I wish our relationship was a little better for me and to know, like, I don't have to fake how I am in front of anybody. Right. I'm my person. Understand, and for her, and for my person too. I just want to be before I get into anything else. What I'm saying is that I don't have to act phony, or me and my person we let each other heal from our past. She dealt with a lot of shit with her person. I'm not one to be like, what the fuck is you crying about or you heard about him for still? But you still like him?
No.
I'm not that kind of person, bro. I'm going to tell you a story. We rolled up a brief story, and this is just an example, and she'll tell you this story too.
Yeah.
We rolled up on her ex-husband, her baby daddy, at his house, and he hadn't been doing too well. You know what I mean? Health-wise, and his sobriety.
Right.
He ain't been looking too well as of lately. He's on vacation right now.
Okay.
But when he was home, he wasn't looking too well. He ain't been doing well.
Okay.
And she seen him in his face.
Probably hurt her heart.
And we drove off, and she started crying. And she was like, he's withering away. He's withering away. And she just started crying. And I couldn't do nothing but like rub her back. Like, I felt her, you know what I mean? Because I'm looking like, if I rolled up on my baby mama and I seen her looking bad like that, I'd have been like, I would have been fucked up.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you were mature enough to comfort her in that situation, because, you know, that is someone that she once loved.
Yeah.
And no, regardless, that's not like, oh my God, I still love him things. It's like, no, like we made children together.
We made children.
Right. So obviously there is still some type of love there. And you don't want to see your child's father go down the wrong road and wither away in the way that she was saying. So I think that was more not even about her emotions, it's about how her kids may be perceiving that.
Yeah.
And so she's worried about the kids and, you know, their hearts and seeing that their father is going through that. So I think that was real mature of you to be like, all right, listen, this ain't about me. I can't make this about me. Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes on with that. So, you know, kudos to you
and
for
and
being
I
able to
and I
comfort
just
her
know how,
in that
you know,
situation.
I know how she feel towards me, you know what I mean? And she knows that we give each other space to like open up about shit like that. And she has a space to heal.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she knows that like I said, she knows that I love those women.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's nothing she could do about it. And, you know what I mean? I'm in love with her.
Right. Yeah.
She knows that.
Yeah,
so we
fair.
give each other a space to heal. And that's the most important thing you can do. One of the most important things you can do with your woman, if she got kids and she's been hurt and she's been scarred, you have to, ask yourself, are you adult enough to let her heal from someone else's, you know, trauma?
And I would say previous me would not have been. But knowing what
me neither. No, the old me? Hell no.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the new me, after seeing what a true breakup can cause and, you know, what my actions has caused, I know the next person that I get with, you know, I'm gonna have to make space for healing, because I need space for healing for myself as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, maturity is a motherfucker, bro. You know what I mean?
It come with it. I tell him it come with age, bro.
It comes with age.
It come with age.
Or just actually seeing what it's truly about. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I don't have much experience in relationships. You know that, right? This past relationship was my first real relationship. So I didn't understand like what all of this entailed. I didn't understand like, oh, you breaking up a family, you breaking up people, you know, your step parents, your family, you breaking up all of that, you breaking up friendships, you're breaking up. I didn't think that my actions could torment so many different things. I thought it would just been between her and I. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And now, as you know, the calm, the storm has calmed a little bit, and you sit back and think about it, it was just like, okay, you got one out of your system. You hurt one woman now. Never do this shit again, nigga. Never doing this shit again, because you cannot come back from that. And I don't blame her for not coming back from it. But I never in my life want to make a woman feel like this again. Because it hurts me to even know that I was capable of it. You understand?
Just the look on their face, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you said you don't blame her, and I forgot to say that, my second baby mama, when she just got done, I didn't blame her. After a while, I knew why she did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't mad. Yeah. That's the thing. I respected why she did it.
Same.
You know what I mean? I respected it.
I just never want to put a woman through this again, bro.
Yeah, seeing they face from disgusting you. I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? That's the thing I don't want to see anymore. It's just the disgust. You disappointed them. You know what I mean? It's just like,
yeah.
and when they start looking at you a certain way,
It's over with.
it's over with.
Yeah, it's over with. And as a man, you got to accept that, right? You know, people can judge me all they want. People can do all of this. Yes, we had some great years and we had some bad ones, right? The thing is, I'm fucking human. I made the mistakes repeatedly. I had to stand on that, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I wish her the best, and I wish that I hope that a man comes in her life and treats her exactly how she needs to be treated. Because these past 7 years, I wasn't. You know, I tried. I mean, don't get it wrong. Like you know me. Like I've done good things, but when it came to be there emotionally, I couldn't give that because I was hurt myself from childhood and hurt myself from trauma that I've been through, that I didn't have the wherewithal to even accept, and knowing when a motherfucker really truly loved me. You know what I mean? So I'm taking accountability for it. That's all I can do. You know, you could judge me, you could say whatever you want to say. I don't give a fuck, right? I know the man that I am becoming.
Because at the end of the day, nothing anybody else says except her and her feelings matters.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we understand you hurt, she hurt. You know what I mean? And that's all that's valid is she hurt. And honestly, you in a stage where like whatever she said, kind of not whatever she say, but like her actions is valid. I mean, you just gotta sit in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and sometimes and I'm even learning that. I'm even learning that process of it. Right? I'm learning that process of it because sometimes I jump like, "Who the fuck are you talking to,
nigga?"
But,
you?
Yeah,
I'm talking to you.
Type shit, or like, you know what I'm saying, like saying little shit. You know what I mean? Because, you know, when I get hot headed, it's hard to calm me down. And you know, you've been helping me through this process, and you be like, no, nigga, you stupid, you wrong, you dumb. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, even then I'm still catching myself. We get into these fucking arguments. I'll say some hurtful shit. She'll say some hurtful shit. And it's just like, I really need to stop doing that because it's just like, all right, I fucking hurt this person.
Yeah.
Right. But my thing is, it's just like, how dare she not hurt me if I hurt her? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm being stupid about it. But I'm so tit for tat sometimes with shit. It's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna say some shit, knowing damn well I don't mean it. Knowing damn well I don't mean it. But that's my defense mechanism. I'm working on it, everyone. Right? Don't judge me. This podcast is strictly about putting truth on the fucking table.
Yep, and learning from it.
And learning from it. Right? I'm working on that myself. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm a tit for tat ass nigga. You do me, you show me 7, I'm gonna show you 8. Period. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard that, but yeah, you got it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And I'm working on it. You know, therapy is helping me. You know, having you as a mentor in this type of situation, because I ain't never been through this shit.
I've been ain't shit for years, so I knew that. I was, as soon as he called me, I ain't been shit for years. Yes, now here I come.
And you said something to me. You know, when I said what I was going through, doing what I was doing, and going, like, nigga, why didn't you just call me?
We could have nipped it in the bud.
We could have nipped it in the bud, and I could have got corrected.
The first chance motherfucker gave you.
Right.
We could have nipped it in the bud.
Could have nipped it in the bud, but you know what? I was embarrassed. I was immature. I was on some fuckboy shit. Right? I couldn't come looking my nigga in the face and be like, bro, I've been doing this shit. Like, I need help. And that goes back into the other 2 episodes, right? Hey, you can't go through it alone. Even if it's something like cheating, you can't go through it alone. You know what I'm saying? And now if I would have reached out to you and said, this is what I'm going through and this is how I'm feeling, everything would be kosher.
I wouldn't say everything would be still kosher. You might still have to knock your head and shit, but we would have addressed that situation. Because I think with you were just feeling alone when someone was loving you right in front of you.
Right, and I didn't know how to receive it.
Yeah, you don't know how to receive it. So we would have helped you just receive it and just open up your heart or just talk to her. You know what I mean? That's simply what you were just missing is just the communication because that's all she was wanting.
Yeah.
The hell are you doing this for?
Yeah, and you know what? I can't say that she didn't.
She didn't try.
I can't say that she didn't try. I can't say that she didn't say, hey, motherfucker, go to therapy.
She was on his ass.
She was on my ass. And you know what? At that time, I was so bullheaded and hard-headed. I'm like, I don't fucking need therapy, nigga.
Yep. Black
you know what I'm saying?
Black men.
You on some stupid shit, right? But then when it was too late, I'm like, I need therapy. But it's already too late.
But it's already too late for me.
And that's fine. That's fine. It could be too late, you know. But I promise you that when I realized that I needed it, it wasn't because I know that she was leaving. It was because I didn't want to feel the way that I was feeling at that time anymore. right? So yeah, seeks therapy, and now it's just like, oh, okay, this is what she was talking about. Oh, okay, damn. Well, missed that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you right now, the next woman that I decide to, to be with and to put a ring on that finger, that they're definitely going to get the best version of Lanier and don't have to worry about that anymore, because I never want to put a woman through that again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, said my piece about it.
I think, and that's I love that for you, that you can you be able to speak on that freely like that, and articulate it how you want it to be told.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure some people is gonna fucking, are gonna judge me. I'm sure some people are going to be like,
I think you already said it. Who cares?
yeah, I don't care.
I don't. We don't.
I don't care at all. It's just, I didn't speak about it publicly until now, right? Because I didn't want to deal with the disappointment of everyone, because everyone knows me as this person, and I am that person that everyone knows me
You
of.
fooled the shit out of me.
But
I don't know who the fuck. What the fuck? You out doing this shit?
right. but I'm fucking human. Take me as I am. Never talk to me again. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking human. And for people that I know that was throwing stones, you motherfuckers got some of the darkest motherfucking skeletons ever. And you have no room to judge me. But
we're not gonna judge y'all either.
yeah,
Let's not get into that. We're not gonna judge them either. Because everybody got their vices and they problems.
Right. And but my
but
thing
don't
is,
judge us.
But don't judge me when you know you got vices.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that no one's relationship is perfect, and I promise you, the next person that I get in with, that I become a relationship with, I posted way too much about my fucking relationship, and that would never happen again, because I needed validation. I needed motherfuckers to be like, oh yeah, oh he's treating her this way, this right. Which in some aspects I did treat her really good, and I did what I thought a man was supposed to do. But I promise you. That Facebook validation shit, that shit's out the window, man.
It is. I learned that with my fiance right now. Yeah. She has put me on game with that for real. It's just right. I really don't need that. I do like posting my kids and shit like that, but
I was so happy to be in a relationship finally that I like. I'm like, oh look at this, we gonna take a trip, we doing this, we buy the cars, no. The next woman that I truly fall in love with, it's gonna be private until it's not private anymore. I'm gonna learn how to love you, and we gonna build what we need to build.
Learn how to love you
instead of the idea of loving you, right? And that's where I went wrong. The person that I was with, yes, I did love her. Absolutely. But it was so fresh and new to me that I was just excited the whole world needs to see. No, the world don't need to be in your business when it comes to love. They don't need to be. And the next person that I fall in love with, I promise you, we're going to build that foundation, and then boom, you're just going to see it. And if you do see that person, know that we're in fucking love.
Powerful.
You get what I'm saying?
Powerful.
If you see me post another woman, I'm in love. I'm in love. And I'm going to do it the right fucking way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, don't be like me.
Or us. Or how I used to be, how he, but also but the thing is it's not that being like us. It's because we're learning from these mistakes. Right. And you're catching it early. You catching it real.
But I didn't catch it early, right?
You got one woman under your belt. I got three.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, I didn't catch it early. If I would have, I feel like I almost wanted to go through this in my 20s, but I wasn't dating in my 20s.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I was just fucking bitches in my 20s.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After I lost my virginity when I was 20, I went crazy. Yes, I lost my virginity when I was 20. Yes, but after that happened. I was a late bloomer. I was a late bloomer, bro. I wasn't getting chicks and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, until I mid 20s. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have the chance to hurt someone, learn from it, grow, heal. No. I'm 35 going through my first fucking breakup. You get what I'm saying?
I know, it's funny as hell. I don't know why that's so funny to me, because it's 35. Yeah, I feel you.
You understand what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Yeah, so
that's why you so damn hard headed when I be trying to tell you, hey, chill out. Shut your ass up.
Right.
Chill out.
Yeah, bro, because like I'm 35 going through the first breakup I've ever had
with a baby.
With a baby. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a little deep.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But by the grace of God, you and my sister was, you know what I'm saying, very patient with me. And my sister knows this again.
Very blunt, patient.
And to the point.
To the point.
You know what I'm saying? And I needed that. And I needed to grow from that. But all I can say is, and I'm going to say it again, I said it already.
Yeah, you done a lot here.
Right.
I'm proud of you. Go ahead.
Yeah. The next woman would not go through that.
Oh, okay. Can I get in there?
Yeah, go.
Okay,
Tag team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think after all this is being said, is that I think us men should really just sit back for a second and think about what we doing to the women and because once we leave that woman, they're scarred.
That's
and
the truth.
They're gonna carry that on to another relationship. They're gonna deal with a probably a decent man, probably somebody better than you, and they're gonna treat that man, which you probably don't care. They're gonna treat that man like he was you, or they're also you don't understand when you scarring these women, they so involved and getting scarred by you is that they're sometimes losing the focus of the family and their kids. So not only are you not at home because you just don't want to come home and you out partying and shit and your kids is at home. Now your baby mama that's supposed to be with the kids because you're not there with them, it's losing focus on them too. And she got to deal with your shit.
Right.
And now she's sitting at home crying and shit. Do you understand what it is like to see your mother crying about your daddy?
Can't say that I haven't seen.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know what that feel like because my parents weren't around. But I understand that someone seeing their mother crying because of the daddy, you know what I mean? You're gonna have your son or your daughter, you gonna feel that shit if you ever let them talk and you thinking everything's sweet and shit. I'm pretty sure they gonna tell you a different story and tell you about yourself because you done scarred their mama. You know what I mean?
Guilty.
Because you just don't know how to fucking act. But I think we should start acknowledging some of the shit we're doing. You
I 100% agree, and I'm gonna tag in right there. It ain't always the woman's fault, bro.
It's not.
It's not.
I'm just honestly,
It's
bro.
not.
I'm just because
some of us just ain't shit.
We ain't just say you ain't shit.
Just say you ain't shit.
Because or you simply thought you brung a bag to the first. You brung a bag to a relationship. I brung the bag. You still ain't shit.
Facts.
You ain't shit.
And I had to tell that too. I got to take accountability for that too.
You ain't shit. You brung a bag to the. I helped her pay some of the rent or something like that. You ain't shit. You still moving like a bitch ass nigga. You ain't doing shit. You ain't helping the situation. You ain't elevating this woman at all. You got a good woman, a loyal ass woman, and she just sitting at home waiting on your goofy ass. You know what I mean? And another thing, these motherfuckers some of these motherfuckers that's doing bids, that just in and out of jail, with some of these badass mamas sitting at home, and they sitting at home waiting for your ass to come home,
letting it marinate.
That shit is insane to me.
But that goes to show you, bro, like a woman's loyalty is a
woman loyalty is a motherfucker. And
if you got her,
what I'm saying is, stop taking these great fucking women for granted.
I would never do it again.
Stop taking them for granted. They sitting right in front of you, but you have to, bro. Sometimes, and I'm talking from experience. Sometimes you taking these bitches home from these clubs, or you cheating. You meet them online. You doing your dirt. Sometimes that shit ain't even worth it. 90% of that time,
it's not. The
best shit you done had is probably sitting at home crying about you. And you just want to experiment because us men, we cheat for different reasons. You know what I mean? I understand if my woman, because I'm not dating whore, I'm not dating you if I know the jury's out on you. You just a runner. I'm not dating you. Yeah, but facts. I'm dating you, okay, cool. I know if you cheated on me, there was some psychological. You moved on already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You are already in another place.
With a man, I don't think it was even
It's not like that, bro.
It's
with
just
us.
like, yeah,
we just fucking.
Like, damn, look at them titties.
Bro, we just fuck. And then I know a woman, I know this shit ain't gonna sound, stupid to y'all. We can legitimately just really love you and fuck another woman.
Agreed.
We can.
We
and
absolutely
be at
can.
that woman house we fucking and be like, you know I'm not fucking. You know I'm not finna be with you. You know I'm finna go back home to my bitch, right? Yeah. I love her. She got my kid. I love her. I'm just fucking you. I know that shit don't sound. It sounds stupid as hell to y'all. It's a thing.
It's definitely
a thing, and it's the truth. We can literally just go over here and fuck this woman, pull up our pants, and just go home. Oh, I love her.
And let me tag into that because we didn't fuck. Us men have fucked over women so much that some women are starting to act like that. Like, nigga, I don't love you. I just want to dick.
You, nigga. Just come over and give me yes.
That's what I'm saying. So that goes to show you that we did some damage because a woman don't supposed to be like that.
They supposed to be like that. Or you got the women just okay with being the side pieces now. Take your ass back to her. The fuck?
Yeah, that's it. I had a couple chicks said
no, they become damn near Facebook comedians by now. Like they just okay with just fucking around with other people niggas, which is I think that shit cornballish as hell. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't understand how you even receiving dick. I wouldn't be fucking you. You messy as hell. You know what I mean? For you Facebook comedian bitches, y'all messy than a motherfucker. I would never touch your ass. You know what I mean? But the thing is to wrap this up here, stop taking the woman for granted. You know what I mean? You got kids by her. Now, there is some men that are simps, and then the women are the problem.
Yeah. Oh,
there
is
elaborate. I never elaborate.
Yeah, because because I don't want them to think
I can't relate to that, so I can't elaborate. I've seen good men be simps and just you simping it out. You just doing whatever she want, but and then she just doing whatever she want on the low, and she just and you done wifed up. You ain't used to having women or pussy. So you just felt you didn't wife the runner, basically, or something like that. Or you didn't wife somebody that
trying to save her.
Or you trying to save her.
Don't save her.
She don't need to be saved.
She don't want to be saved.
She a runner for a reason. Let her be a runner. The hell?
Yeah, and yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Like it's not always the man, but the difference between it not always being the man and sometimes being the woman is that we are trying to teach you as man, if it is you, take accountability for this shit.
Say it's you.
And I'm still working on it. Please don't think that I'm just here, Mr. Accountability all of a sudden, because I'm not, right? And I'm still working on it. The difference is I'm seeking to become the better man that's taking more accountability and doing things that he's supposed to do. Yeah. So we could be in the same stages of the shit. Maybe you just need to hear it from me, right? And be like, all right, bro, it's time to take accountability. You 35, take that shit.
And
do
stop.
It.
And women, you solid ass women, you solid, beautiful ass, strong women giving these nothing ass niggas a chance in y'all 30s. For what? You meeting a nigga, he probably cornball as hell. You just keep getting, or he get a bag, he might get a bag, so you just feel like you got to be under. Y'all got a lot of potential. You got to tap into y'all power and stop. And if you see the red flags with us fuck boys, you know what I mean? Because I'm an ex fuck boy. If you see the red flags in us, let it be.
Or say that shit.
Say that shit. Your ass ain't shit. Let us have it. Don't give them none.
The next woman.
Don't be playing. Hold on. Don't be playing house and shit with nothing ass niggas, man. Because they'll keep doing that shit and saturating the pool for y'all ass, man. You meeting motherfuckers giving you red flags and shit already. You already know he been with his baby mama. Yeah, I ain't. Why you leave your baby mama? Yeah, she did all this shit. She ain't shit. This nigga just lying.
Yeah.
He ain't shit. Oh, I live with my baby mama. I'm in the basement on the couch. She upstairs. And you still going. Come on, bro. You 30 something. The red flags is there with some of these niggas, man. So some of the times when y'all in an older stage and you dealt with the trauma already, stop going for the same niggas that you didn't go outside your box. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's so hard for a woman to do, though. I've said that to so many women. I'm like, you keep getting hurt repeatedly because you dating the same man. But I can't count how many women I had this type of conversation with, and I just like what I like. Well, you're gonna keep getting hurt. You like getting hurt.
Yeah, but after a while, eventually, I just stopped talking to people like that.
Me too.
Oh, it is what you like this.
Yeah, you like this.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool. You like looking stupid.
Right.
Yeah, you can't even bring people home. Do you know what I mean? It just I don't know, man. on that aspect, I don't know what goes to. I'm not a woman, so I don't know what goes to a woman's head to be like, I want a nothing ass nigga. I won't.
I'm gonna tell you
nigga
what goes
fucking
to
for his life. You know what I mean? He
I'ma
fucking
tell
like
you.
he homeless. I'm homeless. You
tell
taking motherfuckers in trying to raise a boy. You trying to raise men and shit.
I'ma
But
tell
you
you.
like that, and I don't get that aspect
I'ma
of
tell
from
you.
a woman.
Let me cook real quick.
Go ahead.
A woman like projects, and when I say projects, is they feel like they can take someone and change them into who they want them to be. A woman is a nurturer by default, like, right?
Mm-hmm.
They think that, okay, yeah, but this can be different.
I see the potential in him.
Yeah, if I can do this, if I can do that, and he sees that I'm this type of person, that I can make him into that type of person. And sometimes that shit works. Yeah. Sometimes it works. I'm not gonna say that it never worked.
It definitely worked with me.
Right.
My person definitely had a talk with me. Yeah, this, or else. Well, let me go and get my
right. Let me go get my shit together.
Let me go get my shit together immediately.
On God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, women, I'm just gonna say this: you have to make sure that the man is mature enough to receive that and change, right? But I feel like there has to be some requirements, right? Even though I was on my fuckboy shit, right? I've always had my own house. I always had my own car. I've never asked a woman for money to do anything. I never had to put have a woman put a car in my name, in their name. I ain't never had a woman to do that.
The red flags is there.
Right. So I've never had to do that. Don't do that for the men that you have to do that for. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Do it for the man that you see have his own shit, but just need a little bit of guidance. That's the person you do it for.
And I feel like women are so good at seeing potential in us.
Absolutely.
At seeing it in us.
Absolutely.
But it take a man to want to tap into that shit, because she gonna lead you to the water. You know what I mean?
You just gotta
she
drink the
gonna
shit.
lead you to it. A good woman will lead you to it. But it's so many great women out here dealing with motherfuckers that ain't willing, that just want to run the streets
because they didn't
be shit.
Because they didn't meet the minimal requirements.
Yep.
The minimal requirement is that a man should at least have his own shit. The minimum requirement is that the man should at least have a job that he's held down. Not a job hopper.
Bro, it ain't even necessarily that. If you hustling, and we're going back to the hustling shit. If you bringing home the bag, okay, what's the goal? What is the goal here? How we gonna transition out of this? What is the goal here? Because I'm not gonna knock nobody's hustle. Where the bread at? How we gonna support this family?
I'm not a nigga that jumped off the porch, so I can't really speak too far into that. I would think that my minimum requirements would be, and then this is what I'm gonna tell my daughter is, has he have a job longer than fucking 6 months? What does his work history look like?
You know, gonna ask your daughter about his work history?
Oh God,
I feel you.
When she gets older, yeah. I mean, is he progressing? Is his resume progressing? Right? Does he have his own car? Right? Can you go to his house?
Can you go to his house?
Right. I've never been in a situation where a woman couldn't come to my shit. Even when I broke up, in my past relationship, I was ready. I came and got an apartment 3 days later. You have to deal with a man that's able to do that. If he gonna be what we call it, they call him
couch surfer.
It's called hobosexual.
Hobosexual.
Hobosexual. Right. Stop dealing with hobosexuals.
Yeah, I know it's hard. I know it's hard because you love who you love.
I get that. Yes.
We get that. You love who you love. But some of y'all, I just see so much potential in y'all, and y'all just and I know you probably be like, y'all don't see it in him. Y'all don't see it. We don't, because it's been 10 years. He's that same guy.
Little pook still on the block.
He's still on the block. He's still doing little kids
showing
shit.
his re-up money on Facebook.
I mean? You still dressing like you in Crime Mob. Like you still wearing tall tees and shit. Like you still doing the shit you was doing when you was 21. Like I don't get it. At the end of the day, women, tap into y'all power. Y'all are all worth it. You know what I mean? Y'all, no one is beneath anybody. I think sometimes y'all feel like y'all just not worthy of that kind of man. Yeah, you are. Just because you've been through something, or you let somebody hurt you, not that you let someone hurt you, you don't feel like you're worthy of a different caliber of man. Yes, you are. There's gonna be a great man out there that you need to think outside your box, that is willing to take care of the whole family and love you and drink your damn bathwater, but you just feel like you don't deserve that. That's bullshit. Okay? Because honestly, y'all women kind of make this world go around for us. You know what I mean? Y'all mean a lot to us. And y'all are worthy of what you put out. You know what I mean? You just got to tap into that energy and that power. You know what I mean? But for us men, just to end this on my behalf, I'm gonna stop talking after this. Men, start holding yourself accountable. Stop hurting these women that love your ass right in front of you, because it's gonna be too late and you're gone, and you're gonna blink like this and they're gonna be gone somewhere else, hurting somebody else probably because your ass didn't know how to act. Hold yourself accountable. Be a grown ass man. That's part of growth. Right. Being a man is holding yourself accountable. Yeah, I did this shit. I wasn't shit. How do I make this better? Go to your woman that's damn near probably in the midst of getting numb to your shit. Go talk to her. What am I doing? You done your fucking already, bruh. What's the end goal? How we transitioning into this family life? We got to get out these fucking streets, bruh. Show our little nephews, our little brothers and shit a better way to this. What's the end goal? Let's slide out of the street shit. Let's start making our people into family men.
And let me type in real quick with you, right? And fellas, if you have not secured doing that yet, and you still working on you still trying to find a job, and you doing that, all that, don't have a place to stay, forget about the pussy.
You thinking about the wrong shit.
You thinking about the wrong
shit, brother.
The wrong shit. Ain't no way I'm chasing ass if I'm broke.
Go get that damn bag.
And get the bag first.
The pussy and then gonna come.
And the good woman gonna see that. The good woman gonna see that.
Yep.
You out here, you out here chasing ass, and you can't pull 100 out of the ATM.
Shit's mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
It's just mind blowing how you broke motherfuckers. You broke nothing ass motherfuckers that's probably living with y'all mom and shit. It's amazing how y'all are getting vagina. It's just amazing. I don't care if a woman ugly, beautiful. I don't care what you is. Stop giving the cat up, and the shit will change. I promise you.
God.
I promise you. You leave some shit to the imagination. Yeah, go get a bag and maybe come back fuck with me. His ass next week probably gonna have a job. Or he gonna have a hustle about himself. Yeah, remember that shit you was talking about? What's up?
Yeah, I'm ready now, girl.
It's the simple fact is you keep giving the cat up, and they live in this way, and you keep giving it to them. And that's why they won't change, because why would I change? And I'm getting it right now. You giving me the ass right now. Facts. Why would I change?
Facts.
I'm gonna keep doing what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, leave them homosexuals alone.
Let's change it up. Let's change our people into... Let's get these families back in order, man. Stop scarring these women, because they gonna live. We mentally fucking with our women, and they live with that shit when we leave.
That's the truth. And like I said, I ain't coming in here talking about like I'm better than nobody, because I scarred a woman, and I ain't proud of it. But we're gonna leave y'all with that. That's Cultures versus Vultures, episode 3, the scars that we leave. Okay, make sure that you subscribe to all of the socials, the Twitter, the TikTok, the YouTube, Facebook, all of that. Again, podcast is going to be on soon on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Yep. Okay. This is only going to get deeper.
It's only going to get deeper.
It's only going to get deeper. Please.
And if this ain't something you want to listen to, this grown man shit, hey, I understand. And
but I think I being out in public and shit, we've been getting a lot of good, feedback.
One thing I want to touch on, and then I'm done talking.
Okay.
The support. We got family, close relatives and shit. Why you ain't watched this yet?
Uh-oh.
Why you ain't shared this yet? There's some people that I'm willing to really take it there and really serve some jail time over and out and about. I call my family. It's really people that I stand by. I can't get them to like a photo of my child on Facebook. What's that about? Where the beef at? Why you ain't watched none of these episodes yet?
Uh-oh.
Why you ain't shared nothing? Uh-oh. But I done shared everything you done. This ain't at just one person. This at a lot of people. Why haven't you watched these episodes yet? And if you made it this far, you probably have watched this episode. Thank you. Share it. Get this word out.
Yeah, because we ain't like we over here talking about some stupid shit. We really not. We really not. This is about accountability that we all need to take. Mm-hmm. But again,
let's wrap it up, brother.
Cultures versus Vultures. Subscribe on that button. Peace.
Peace.